Before you exit the exhibition and visit the amazing cabinet of curiosities that the staff at the Taubman Museum has created to go along with this exhibition, you will enjoy this beautiful section of landscape painting. Now, landscape painting is an academic genre that looks at scenes of nature. And what you can see on this wall behind me is very different scenes of nature and very different approaches to landscape. I would be remiss if I did not talk about one of my favorite works of American art, Winslow Homer's The Fox Hunt. This was painted in Maine in a snowy, wintry day, and what is happening is this fox is being attacked by a murder of crows. Things are not looking very good for this fox. And when we stand in front of it, we can't see the fox's face. So when I stand in front of it, I've always felt very much empathy for the fox, and like maybe I'm being attacked also. It's a visceral representation of a fox sinking into the snow. There's icy waves, and there's these crows descending. So this is without a doubt one of the stars of the whole field of American art and one of the greatest paintings ever made in the United States. But on either side, it's filled with all these great landscapes by different artists associated with the Pennsylvania Academy of the Fine Art. You have a bellows, really chunky ash can school coming out of Impressionism from the early 20th century. You have a dove, which is very abstract, very modernist, later in the 20th century. And a beautiful tiny painting by May Howard Jackson. She was one of the first African-American women to receive a scholarship at PAFA. And in this show, you can see her sculpture and her painting. When you come into this section, you will see landscape paintings from the very early 19th century, when Philadelphia was the Athens of America, to the mid-20th century, when landscapes become increasingly more abstract. And women artists like Seifert there on the end have access to creating landscapes because they are free to go out in public by themselves and go to beaches and go to the mountains. So it's really an amazing story. The paintings are beautiful. They capture different aspects of the landscape, and they are very meditative and just lusciously painting. So I really encourage you to come see them and experience the works for yourself.